Okay, so this right here, and I know it is working. Let me boost this a little bit.
I'm speaking inside of your head. What would this be used for? Someone's passing through a security line, and you want to determine if they're suspect. So you can whisper to them. No one else will hear it.
That could drive you crazy, couldn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so from there, I wanted to show y'all a little bit more. So, if y'all have never heard of this, it's called InfraGard. InfraGard is a non-profit organization serving as a public-private partnership between U.S. businesses and Federal Bureau of Investigation. The organization is a gosh, this is blaring in my ears. And it's coming out of the other speaker, and I don't know why. Let's see. And basically what this is a spy company or organization. They spy on the public, but they're public figures. InfraGard. FBI. This looks like a fake website, but I don't know if it is or not. So this is all you have to do is you have to be 18 years old, U.S. citizen. Let's see. Must complete this membership application form, agree to information sharing, and you have to sign a non-disclosure. So let's see. We'll go up here. Here's the website. And this is where you get everything. But let's see. So this is a company that spies on everybody. And I'm trying to look at the one page. I don't think it's this yet. Where is it? Make sure this is still InfraGard. Nope. And the website changed since I last looked at it. Maybe it's in Wiki. I don't think it is. But where did I put it? Sorry about this. Service. Is this the same one I just hit? Oh. Where is it? This is it. This PDF. And I printed it off. So, InfraGard is a partnership between the FBI and members of the private sector. The InfraGard program provides a vehicle for seamless public-private collaboration with the government that expedites the timely exchange of information and promotes mutual learning opportunities relevant to protection of the critical infrastructure with thousands of vetting members nationally. InfraGard membership includes business executives, entrepreneurs, military, government officials, computer professionals, academia, can't say it, and state and local law enforcement, each dedicated to contributing industry specification, insight, and advanced national security. Today there are approximately 50,000 members and 84 local InfraGard member alliances, represented nationally by the InfraGard Membership Alliance. Each IMA is connected to a FBI field office. 84 chapters, 50K. But what they don't put in here let's see. This is from InfoWars. But here, U.S. private sector spy network. From the InfraGard website, InfraGard is a information sharing and analyst effort saving the interest and combining the knowledge. Yeah. We already read that. According to... So this was published in... What does it say? 2010. Today, more than 23,000. So we've had 27,000 people added. So let's see. The members of the rapidly growing group called InfraGard receive secret warning of terrorist threats before the public does, and at least on one occasion before elected officials. In return, they provide information to the government, which alarms the ACLU. But there may be more to it than that. One business executive who showed me his InfraGard card told me they have permission to in the event of martial law. An FBI official later denounced this comment, saying that InfraGard had no more power to kill than an ordinary citizen. In 2001, November 2001, InfraGard had around 1,700 members as of late January 2010, according to its 23,682. And 350 of our national Fortune 500 companies have representative in InfraGard. And the crazy thing is you can just apply. But there's a lot of crazy stuff on this. And this isn't just like a I don't know how I didn't know about this. InfraGard, after the conference, which is featured prominently on InfraGard member website, Mueller says it's a great program. Didn't know Mueller. It's the first thing that I've read with Mueller in it. I'm going to keep this. This was in 2010. Where's this off of? Blogspot. InfraGard is started in Cleveland back in 1996 when the private sector there cooperated with the FBI to investigate cyber threats. They are not putting that out there now, that it was cyber threats. All of their stuff is, of course, in the little who we are and mission statement, it does say computer professionals, but it does not say for cyber threats. All the rest of them, they go into that. But an interview, let's see, this is the same one. He urged InfraGard members to contact the FBI if they note suspicious activity or an unusual event, and he said they could sic the FBI on disgruntled employees who will use knowledge gained on the job against their employers. Look at this. So this was a couple years ago. What, 8 years ago now? The FBI would be commenting on stories that InfoWars did. It's a little different. I think this is where it came out at. In 2008. The FBI has a new set of eyes and ears, and they're being told to protect their infrastructure at any cost. They can even kill without. Wow. This quote comes from a whistleblower that claims to have been at a InfraGard FBI meeting. Our government prepares for almost any eventually whatever. War is attacked upon our soil. Chemical, and in this case, it is alleged that at meetings between InfraGard members and the FBI, the martial law is also being prepared for. Now remember, this is when they were doing Jade Hell. This was like right before that. InfraGard has, as of right now, I read that, according to alternate article written by Matthew Rothschild, chairman of the board of directors of InfraGard National Members Alliance, and the prime mover behind the government of InfraGard over the last several years, has said that InfraGard has contributed to over 100 FBI cases. On the back of each membership card, we have all the numbers you need for Homeland Security, for the FBI, for the Cyber Center, and by calling up as an InfraGard member, you will be listened to. Eventually, InfraGard members... Evidently, InfraGard members are a variety and even tout that 350 of our nation's Fortune 500 have representatives in InfraGard, and the organization is alert to emergency and threats, in some cases even before elected officials, which is evidenced by a situation on November 1st, 2001, when the FBI had information about a potential threat to the bridges of California, and InfraGard member were alerted. And so was Barry Davis, who worked for Morgan Stanley. He then notified his brother Gary, the governor of California. He said his brother talked to him before the FBI, who was Davis' press secretary at the time, and the governor got a lot of grief for releasing the information. In his defense, I was on the phone with my brother, who is an investment banker, and if he knows, why shouldn't the public know? Still sounds... Wow. You'd think an elected official would be the first to know, not the last. The ACLU in 2004 made the objection to this kind of information being sharing program known in a F47 page PDF file where they discuss InfraGard in depth as well as list their many concerns with the organization of this type in regards to privacy issues. I don't like the ACLU being attached to this, but other examples of how in the loop InfraGard is include a press release on February 7th, 2003, where the Secretary of Homeland Security and the Attorney General made the announcement that the security level has been risen from yellow to orange, and when on the list, additional steps that agency were taking to increase their protective measures. One of those steps was to provide alert information to InfraGard program. George Bush on May 9th, 2007 signed a National Security Presidential Directive 51 entitled National Policy. You can read the whole directive, but the area of concern for the alternate, he instructed the Secretary of Homeland Security to coordinate with private sector owners in operation and critical infrastructure as the appropriate for delivering essential services during an emergency. Let's see. So, I think that's where I'm going to end it. The dogs are barking like crazy. But this is something that I had no clue about. And it was because of a Jesse Ventura show that I even saw it. So, y'all have a good rest of the day, or good rest of the night. Peace. And don't let anybody control your mind. Deuces.